Hey, it's Kim, and welcome back to Pokemon Breaks. Today we have the start to a brand new series. We're going to be talking about my favorite Pokemon artists. We're going to call this Artist Showcase, and today we're going to talk about my absolute fave, Sowsow. I'm so excited to share some of their artworks with you and talk about why I love them. If you like this series or you like any of my videos, please subscribe. It helps me out way more than you realize. Leave this one a like, and maybe leave me a comment down below to let me know your favorite Pokemon artist so I can check them out. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, Sowsow has been my favorite artist for a while. There are a few kind of general things that I really love about their cards. I think that the actual drawing style and the way that they do their outlines with kind of a white outline is really nice. It brings the drawings to life in this really sweet and endearing way. And that's something that's kind of unified across all of their artworks. I went through my collection of common cards and I did notice that the artist I have created the most alters from is Sowsow, and I think it's just because I like their drawing style in general so much. The Chikorita that they used for Unbroken Bonds that also went into the most recent McDonald's set is one of my absolute favorite cards. I think it is so adorable, and I actually altered it for one of my friends on Instagram not long ago and was really happy with how it came out. I really love the motion and how dynamic the artwork is. I love the color palette. I love how happy the cute little Chikorita is. All of Sowsow's cards just really ignite my imagination in this really fun way, and that is definitely one of my favorites. I'm just looking at the cards I've picked out. You know that I'm going to talk about a Chansey card. The Chansey from Hidden Fates, I think, is probably my favorite Chansey artwork. I love how cute and sweet the little Chansey is. It looks a little bit tentative with its gardening or potentially waving to someone off of the balcony. And the cute little Squirtle watering can next to it, I think, is the absolute best touch. It is one of the cutest cards ever. I think it is so adorable. Again, you have this really gentle kind of muted color palette, which I think is really sweet, really easy on the eyes. All of these artworks are ones that I would love to blow up and have as a poster or something in my house. I just think they're so adorable. The little Snorunt from Cosmic Eclipse is not actually something I could locate in my collection to show you, but I think it is so sweet. And that is one of the other things I really love about Sowsow is their artworks really make me fall in love with Pokemon that would not generally be my favorites. Snorunt isn't something that I would seek to have in my collection in particular, but this particular Snorunt card is so cute. I think that the expression on Snorunt's face is so telling, and the little Pikachu snowman that's sitting next to it is just the cutest thing. All of those little details that are in Sowsow's cards add so much life and so much joy, and I just absolutely love it. So cute! The Minccino from Sword and Shield base is another one of my absolute favorites. I couldn't find my copy to show you, but it is just one of the sweetest artworks. It looks like Minccino's hanging out at a really sweet little picnic. There are some really nice details with what he's surrounded by. You've got the Pokeballs in the background. Again, you have this gorgeous art style with this really muted color palette. The white outlines, again, just really bring everything to life, make it look really soft and inviting. And it's just a really gorgeous style, and I think the expressions on the Pokemon's faces in Sowsow's artworks in particular just really bring them to life and make them so approachable and adorable. I obviously could not go past the little Clefairy that was in Shiny Star V and Rebel Clash. This is one of my absolute favorite Pokemon artworks of all time. It's definitely my favorite Pokemon card that I've altered, and I did it quite a while ago. It's this gorgeous little Clefairy on a sort of galaxy scene. The blue and pink and purple color scheme is just one of my absolute favorite things to look at. I think it is so pleasing to the eye. The galaxy backdrop is just absolutely stunning. It looks like such a gorgeous fantasy scene. I think the wistful look on Clefairy's face, I just want to know what it's looking at. It is so cute. And you've got these little floaties in it. I forget what they're called. They were in Pokemon Snap as well. If you know what they are, leave me a comment down below to tell me. But this artwork is just one of my absolute favorites of all time. I think it is so incredibly gorgeous. The color scheme, again, is just perfect. So cute. That Clefairy, it's the cutest Clefairy, honestly. I can't get over it. I can't stop looking at it. I don't want to move on because it's just my favorite card. It's the sweetest thing. The Mareep from Darkness Ablaze is another one of my absolute faves. Again, you've got this gorgeous muted color scheme. The detail with the expression on that Mareep is so adorable. I want to know what he's doing. I feel like when I look at this card, we've interrupted Mareep doing something important, and I would really like to know what it is. He is just so cute and sweet. If you've been in my stream for a while, you know there has been some Mareep drama, but this Mareep card is one of my favorites of all time, not just by Sowsow. Yet another one of my all-time favorite altars that I have done was the Girafarig that was in Vivid Voltage. Again, this card just speaks to me. The color scheme is so gorgeous. You can see the sun rising in the background. You've got Girafarig, looks like he's just woken up, starting his day, going for a bit of a walk, seeing what he can see. I think the light playing on the trees that Sowsow's recreated in this artwork is just absolutely stunning. It's one of those scenes that just sucks you in, and I would love to know what else is going on. When I painted the altar, I obviously used my imagination a little bit, but this is one of those cards that there's so many things that could be happening, and I think that's the whole point of these gorgeous commons, is they suck you in, and it's just using your imagination to see what else might be going on around them in the scene that's been presented. There were a few cards from Fusion Strike that I am absolutely obsessed with, and the Marill is definitely top of my list. I think that his little cloying expression is just the sweetest thing. I love the blue and green color scheme that Sowsow put together for this one, but I think the expression on little Marill's face is just really what makes it for me. It is so adorable. Now, the Charjabug and the Impidimp are interesting to me because these are some of my favorite artworks. I absolutely love what Sowsow's done with these cards, but those are not Pokemon that I would typically like. And again, I think that's one of those really telling things about why I love the artist so much. I think that the Impidimp is really sweet, just with the little Whimsicott plushie getting sort of scared off and knocked over. It's such an adorable artwork. It really tells a story. And the Charjabug, I just love the backdrop. I love the color scheme. It looks like a really gorgeous garden, and Charjabug is just chilling, and I think it's such a sweet artwork. Sowsow has done so many incredible things to bring these Pokemon to life, and I think that it is just incredible that the Pokemon that may not be our favorites are things that we can absolutely love and appreciate the artwork so much, and I can see how much love and joy has gone into all of these cards. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably will have seen the beautiful Eevee from Astral Radiance. I actually did an artist collaboration where I got together with 3 other girls I know that like to paint card altars, and we all altered this card. It is one of the most gorgeous artworks from Sword and Shield, in my personal opinion. I think that the expression on Eevee's face, again, is just so relaxed and peaceful. There's so much incredible detail that's gone into the background and all of the flowers around it. It is just a really gorgeous piece. I was really excited to get to add something to it and try to expand on it, and it was the first card that came to all 4 of our minds when we thought about what card we could alter together. From Astral Radiance as well, there's also the gorgeous little Combi. Again, another Pokemon that I wouldn't have picked out as being one of my favorites, but it was one of those beautiful artworks that I just had to alter and extend myself. The beautiful, almost watercolor style that Sowsow used in this one in particular, with the really muted sort of pastel background in the sky, is just so stunning, and I really, really enjoy these artworks a lot. I did talk about this a while ago when we were opening lots of Pokemon Go, but the Squirtle and Bulbasaur from Pogo are some of my favorite cards, and I really wish that Sowsow got to do the Charmander as well. I feel like they would have made such a perfect trio, just all being in the same style. I think that, again, the muted color style, the almost sort of pastel style that Sowsow's used on those 2 is just so pretty. They have these really gorgeous happy expressions, and I think they link together really perfectly. They're so cute. Yet another Pokemon that I probably wouldn't have picked out as a favorite is Phalanx, and this Sowsow Phalanx from Lost Origin, again, is just absolutely stunning. The sunset color scheme in the background and the watercolor style is just so pretty. And it's another one of those artworks that I just kind of wonder what Phalanx is up to. It gets my imagination going. It looks like he's guarding an igloo maybe, but you've got all these little Phalanx kind of roaming around. It is just really, really sweet. I like the contrast between the Phalanx and the backdrop as well. I think it's really clever. It's really, really pleasing to look at. From Silver Tempest, the Growlithe and the Emolga are another two of my faves. I love looking at both of these so much. Again, you've got this really, really nice sort of subtle watercolor texture. They're two of my favorite Pokemon, so it's not hard to make me love them. I think both of them have such a nice motion and dynamic nature to them. The color palettes are really, really gorgeous. They are just really pleasing cards to look at. And looking at both of the expressions on the Pokemon's faces, you can tell how much fun they're having. They're just flying through the air. And again, there's some gorgeous artworks that just make you wonder what else is happening around. What are they rushing towards? What are they so excited about? It just gets you thinking. And I think that is definitely the point of these beautiful commons. The last one I'll speak about for today is the Bunnelby that was actually just a Sword and Shield promotional card. It's one of my favorite little holos that I have in my sort of favorites binder collection. Again, it's not an expensive card. I think that what Sowsow's done here really, really well is conjured up Alice in Wonderland. It was one of my favorite Disney films. It was a book I always really enjoyed when I was a kid, and that is exactly what I think about when I look at this beautiful artwork. Following the rabbit down the hole and just being inspired by all of the magical and wonderful things that can happen around. The card is just so interesting and pretty to look at. I also have rabbits as pets, so Bunnelby will have a special place in my heart for that reason. And it's just such a fun and colorful artwork, and also slightly different to a lot of the other styles that Sowsow's done. The color scheme in this one, it's a lot brighter, it's a lot busier, it is just really fun to look at, and it's really nice to see, I guess, what else Sowsow can do with their style and how well they can achieve different looks. And this Bunnelby is just another one of those awesome artworks, and I'm really excited to see what Sowsow gets to do coming up. I can see that they've done some more of the AR cards in the more recent sets, so hopefully they get to do some more of those really special cards like alternate arts or ARs for upcoming sets. And I will potentially do another video to follow up on this one to share some more of my favorite Sowsow artworks in the future, because I'm sure they're going to come up with some other great things too. Thank you so much for watching the first in this artist series. I am really excited to get to share and spotlight some of my favorite Pokemon artists. As I said, if you enjoy this, please leave this one a like. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and leave me some comments down below to let me know about some of your favorite Pokemon artists or some of your favorite common cards that you think I should check out. I really enjoy the art in Pokemon in general, and I think it's high time we take more of our time to appreciate the commons, because I know that there's been a huge amount of effort that's gone into creating them. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. I would love to see you next time. Please look after yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.